Hey everybody, welcome back to No Jumper News. It's Adam22 here with your man AD, and let's get right into these stories.
First story, Kim Kardashian's interview with Variety magazine has sparked outrage after offering some advice to women in business. In a video interview with Variety, Kim said, "I have the best advice for women in business. Get your fucking ass up and work."
I have the best advice for women in business. Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself with people that want to work.
Addressing people who might think that their life is easy, she said, when you do product shots and when you post things that are work-related posts, it's still a job and it's still really hard. If you put in work, you will receive results. It's that simple. Snippets of Kim's business advice have been shared on Twitter and users are going in on Kim, pointing out to why they disagree with her comments. Love Kim Kardashian berating women who don't want to work. When she was born into high society in LA and benefited greatly from the privilege that provided the platform for her to continue poaching from black women originators, you just can't make this shit up, a journalist tweeted. One person replied to the clip writing, "I wish I was born rich so I could be self-made." Many mentioned that Kim Kardashian's remarks were a slight to people who earn minimum wage. If only Kim Kardashian would spend time with real people, the majority of us, she see many holding down 2 jobs and still being unable to afford their own place or even a smidgen of the luxury she has, another user wrote. Another person tweeted, "I just want to see Kim Kardashian work a minimum wage job for 1 week without any of her staff helping her out. She be in tears 2 hours in." Another user pointed out the timing of suggestion. Kim Kardashian telling women in business to get their asses up and work the day after International Women's Day has to be the biggest joke of the year, they said.
So I was on Twitter yesterday. My girl told me, check it out. They're canceling the Kardashians. I read the quotes, and I can see how some of it seems like it's in pretty bad taste. Then I go and watch the video, and to be honest, I feel like people are being too hard on Kim because her and her little squad of sisters, if they're guilty of anything in this situation, it's that they're guilty of giving just sort of like generic, boring girl boss style advice that would have seemed cliche 5 or 10 years ago and now just sounds absolutely ridiculous. Like Chloe is in the video, or whichever one of them, I can't remember, Courtney, and she goes, if you're in a room and you're the smartest person in the room, then you need to be in another room. And I cringed so hard through my hoodie because that is just like the lamest, corniest shit that you used to hear people saying like 10 years ago. And I mean, yeah, the Kardashians do seem kind of like blind to the fact that their problems are so not relatable that maybe it would be a little bit more in good taste for you to just kind of not tell everybody else who's out there working at Winchell's that they need to get up off their ass and hustle. But I do feel like people are being a little bit too hard on Kim because really, if this was just some dude saying this, I don't feel like they would be getting anywhere near as much shit.
Yeah, and I took it as, man, she was saying some real shit. A lot of women nowadays, you know what I'm saying, they're like, from the girls that are 3s, in my opinion, to the 10s, everybody wants to be like, a nigga gotta take care of me. I don't have to pay for nothing. I don't have to work hard for nothing when it comes down to that shit like that. And when it comes down to Kim Kardashian, she's made enough money to where she can just chill and sit back for the rest of her fucking life. And I mean, at least she's trying to go to fucking law school. You seen that she was fucking crying her eyes out that she failed the bar exam and shit like that. And then look how many people that she's helped trying to get out of jail and shit like that. So she's not just sitting on her ass how people may seem. Yes, she comes from privilege at the end of the day, but the message is correct. A lot of women need to not feel so entitled that, you know what I'm saying, thinking they got the best fucking pussy in the world and so fucking golden that they don't have to sit there and work for nothing.
And the crazy shit about it to me is that people hate the rich so much that they can hear some really kind of generic but overall decent advice, and because it's coming from the voice box of a person who realistically probably has like $1 billion, they just take it as a personal offense, as if Kim Kardashian was showing up at the Foot Locker that you work in and being like, you get up, work harder. You must work harder as well. It's like, no, she was giving general, vague advice about how she feels that she got to the position that she's in right now. And yes, her working hard for the day might be more like her dealing with her whole squad of employees and not like her standing up for 9 hours at Burger King. And I understand how one seems like it's way, way harder. But I mean, people would hit me or you or whoever with the same fucking thing, where if I had a long day at work and I'm bitching about it and I'm like,
they'd be like, oh, it's so easy
you made
being
$10
a
million
podcaster
this week. And I'll be like, okay, maybe I make more money than the average person, but like that doesn't change the fact that I felt like I had a hard day. Like you felt like you had a hard day at work. I felt like I had a hard day at work. Why the fuck are we pitting each other against each other? It's so stupid. Next story. Chris Brown is fighting back against a woman who is accusing him of rape, and he has receipts. Earlier this week, Chris released text messages and voicemails allegedly from the woman who accused him of raping her, revealing another side of the story. He says that the woman, identified only as Jane Doe, isn't telling the truth about their interactions and only reported the incident to the police as an attempt to get his attention. He posted the message to his Instagram story showing their interactions that allegedly took place. As we previously reported, the woman filed a lawsuit against Chris Brown in January, alleging that he sexually assaulted her on a yacht at P. Diddy's home in 2020. Following their night together on the yacht, Chris allegedly instructed her to take a Plan B pill, to which the unnamed woman reportedly responded by saying that she would, and I want to fuck you tonight at midnight, LOL. The two set up another meeting, but the plans never came together. She allegedly sent Chris Brown a nude picture with another flirty message saying, "You are honestly the best dick I've had, LOL, I just want it again." After he didn't send a response, she allegedly reached out again, writing, "You knew full well I wasn't pressing you bout no dick. You told me to stay, and then you gonna try and play me? Nah, that's crazy. I didn't deserve that, but you def got it," the message read. She also called and left him a voicemail telling Breezy, "I just want to see you again. Just let me know. If you want me to leave you alone, I will, but I really just want to fuck the shit again." Ariel Mitchell, the lawyer representing the woman accusing Chris Brown of the rape, has officially dropped out of the case, reportedly confirming that the text messages and audio notes are legit. She says that Chris's accuser never informed her of the messages, which is why she withdrew from the case. In light of all the news seemingly exonerating information, Chris Brown has come through with another update saying, "No more dragging me through the mud. Clearly you can all see the cat. Me and my team are taking legal action on this situation. You don't play with people's lives like that." It seems to me that ever since the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation went down back in the day, that women, some women, tend to view Chris Brown as like maybe really just being the guy who's gonna give you a bag if you throw some accusations out there. Like if he might be so worried about having any bad press come out that he's just gonna give you a bag and just shut down any kind of bad publicity because he's so worried about it. It actually makes me happy to see that Chris Brown is not curling up into a ball when he has a false accusation put on him like this. He's releasing the transcripts, he's releasing the text, he's actually making the girl's lawyer leave her, which it seems pretty fucking damning. But it's good to see this, just because I feel like over the years, yes, Chris Brown has clearly done some things that he's sorry for, but beyond that, it seems like there's even more people who are just trying to take advantage of this guy and won't just let him live his life.
You dumb ass tilapia honey bun head bitch. You know what I'm saying? This shit gotta fucking stop, man. And you know what's crazy is that black men keep getting accused of things like this all the fucking time, and everybody don't have the fucking lore that Chris Brown has and the type of connections that he has to speak up for himself and stuff like that, man. The problem is you bitches need to stop being so many fucking hoes at the end of the day and wondering why niggas ain't calling you back and doing all type of shit like that. That's not worth trying to smear a nigga's whole life and the whole fucking career over here fucking lying at the end of the day. This shit is terrible.
And the crazy shit about it is that there's probably 100,000 or 50,000 people that went on Twitter and got to Twitter.
They was trying to cancel him
and said, "Oh, of course, should this really surprise anybody? He's an abuser. Duh. Of course he was going to do this again."
And then when
are they apologizing right
no,
now?
They're
I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
They are not. And you know what I'm saying? Just have the same energy once the tables turn. Be like, you know what? My bad, CB. We were tripping at the end of the day. And stop taking, just because it's a woman, stop taking their word for it, man. Bitches be lying. You know what I'm saying? This shit is proven time and time again, man.
And people believed it based on what? Based on reading a little fucking article. They don't know the details of the situation. They don't know who the girl is. They don't know if the girl has a history of lying. Because to me, it sounds like this girl was a goddamn Selena Powell. Probably worse. No offense to Selena Powell, but you know, you take these accusations differently once you know who the person is. I've heard Selena Powell say things about celebrities on the podcast that I thought, I don't know if I believe that. And it would be nice if people were willing to like at least wait a little bit till more information could come out before they decide they want to trounce on somebody's career. And I feel like anybody who tweeted about Chris Brown and didn't tweet about a retraction after all this shit came out, they should lose their Twitter and be forced to pay a $100,000 fine to Chris Brown.
She needs to go to jail.
And me.
She needs to go. Doom, doom.
Lock her up.
And I'm glad you don't fucking allow these bitches to just lie on this platform anymore.
We change our ways. We're protecting Chris Brown.
Yes.
Just him. YouTube, if you enjoyed this, do us a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to No Jumper Clips. Subscribe to AD's Twitch highlights channel called The Community.
Community Clips.
And we'll go from there. Appreciate y'all.